Great. Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew, and I am a therapist here at Counseling Prevention Services at Wichita State University. With this live stream right now, I am continuing Counseling Prevention Services Keep Calm and Breathe On online program. This live stream is meant to be an interactive way for anyone watching to practice different mindfulness and meditation skills, so you can feel free to use the comments on here to leave any questions or reactions that you might have about the exercises that we'll be doing. Before you do leave any comments, though, I'd like to be clear up front that this isn't therapy, and any questions or comments that you do leave on here aren't going to be confidential. That being said, if you are a student at Wichita State University and you would like to reach out for confidential therapy services, you can set up an appointment with us by calling 316-978-4792. And whether you're a student here or not, if you're ever in need of more immediate support, you can always call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255, or you can text the word HOME to 741-741 for the crisis text line. So for today's exercise, it's not going to be a traditional mindfulness guided meditation. It's more of a self-care exercise that you can practice on your own as I lead you through it today. You can certainly practice it mindfully if you want to apply some of those mindfulness skills to it, but it's really going to be kind of some self-care, looking after ourselves and actually kind of massaging our hands as a way to decompress, relax, and kind of realize that you hold a lot of tension in really everywhere, but your hands are one place that we're going to focus on right now. So to get us into it, I'll do it. Hopefully it's all visible. I'll do it with everyone. We're going to start by tracing our fingers, going all the way around, and inhaling on the way up, exhaling on the way down, just to kind of like set the pace, get into that relaxed mindset before we start massaging our hands. So with me, as you trace up, you inhale. And on the way down, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Deep breath in. And exhale. From here, we're going to stretch each of the fingers one by one. I like to kind of take my knuckles like this and just kind of pull on them. So right now I'm doing the right hand working on my left hand, and we'll switch afterward. So each finger, just kind of giving it a little pull. And then take your 4 fingers and stretch them just all together. Starting to open up, relax the hand. I'm going to have you take your knuckles. I like to use these ones, and just kind of go back and forth across the hand, just getting some friction, warming up your hand. You might start to feel some little tight areas, some knots, but just kind of going back and forth and working all over the whole hand. Now for something a little more specific, I like to bump out just one knuckle. I use my thumb there to kind of reinforce this knuckle that I'm going to be working with. You can use your thumb if that's easier, but sometimes rather than tiring out your thumb, it's nice to find creative ways to use your knuckles. And gonna do just some kind of like circular motions, more specific, just working around, feeling around what's going on in your hand. You might notice some tight areas that you can kind of focus in on, especially around the thumb. could do longer strokes, kind of dragging with that knuckle. Move here a little so you can see. Drag, drag. And maybe see if you can find a spot that feels like there's kind of a knot. It's kind of sensitive. You can really push that knuckle into it and just hold it. Feel that for a bit until you start to notice that kind of sensitivity, that pain fading. Check around, see if there are any other areas you want to work with that knuckle. And from there, we're going to stretch our fingers one at a time this time. So just stretching the pinky first. Then the ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and thumb. Bonus other stretch for the thumb, you can try to push it toward your wrist. See if you can get it to touch even. Last thing on this hand, just pinch the webbing in between your thumb and your index finger. There's usually a spot there that feels really tight. You can break it up a little. And now we're going to repeat all of this on the other hand. So starting with the breathing exercise, kind of set the tone. On the way up, inhale. On the way down, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, deep breath in. And exhale. From here, we're going to stretch all 4 fingers at once. And then we're going to use all of our knuckles to warm up the hand here. Just kind of going across, getting some friction. You might already start to notice those areas that feel tight. I bump out one knuckle here, just like I did on the other hand. Again, can use your thumb if that's easier. And I work more specifically. Can do little circles. Can kind of twist it back and forth. Can do more dragging. You find any areas that feel particularly tight, you can kind of really press into them. Feel that. See if you can hold it. Maybe take a deep breath. And on the exhale, notice if that pain starts to fade. And you can check in, do that in other places that feel like you can use it. All right. So again, now we're going to stretch each finger one at a time, starting with the pinky finger. Ring finger. Middle finger. index finger, thumb. Bonus way for the thumb, kind of pushing it toward the wrist. And as we're stretching our fingers here, I remembered that I skipped one of the ones we did on the other side where I did that traction, kind of pulling on the fingers one at a time. You can do that just kind of grabbing it. You can do that kind of between two knuckles like that. And the last thing that we're going to do here is to kind of pinch that webbing in between your thumb and your index finger again. So just pinch that. You'll probably find a tight spot. Kind of hold that. Take some deep breaths. All right. So that was it for this exercise today. Maybe there are a few techniques that you were experimenting with that felt particularly good for you, and you can do them. Work on your hands here and there throughout the week whenever you're feeling stressed, and it can be a nice way to kind of get some relaxation, some self-care built into your day. And you can join us again next week for our live streams every Tuesday at 1 p.m. And again, if you have comments on here, I see we have one about just this exercise feeling comforting. This is a place where it's not confidential, but can talk about live, like the exercises, what it's like, what it feels like to give these a try. And I hope that this one, I know it's a little different from our usual one, felt good to give a shot today. Let's see. But yeah, you can join us again every Tuesday at 1 p.m. for our Keep Calm and Breathe On live streams. And as a reminder, if you are a student here and you'd like confidential therapy services, you can give us a call at 316-978-4792 to set up an appointment. And whether you're a student or not, you can also always call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255, or you can text the word HOME to 741-741 for crisis support services. And before I go, I see there's a question in the chat about meditation techniques. Like, is it good to kind of have one that you really like, or good to try many? I know here with this Keep Calm and Breathe online live stream thing that we've been doing, I've been trying to bring some varieties, some unique ones. And I think that it's really up to the person. If you find one that you just absolutely love and you want to do consistently, then go for it and do that one. Or if you are someone who likes variety and wants to try different things, I think that's good too. And I think across different types of mindfulness and meditation exercises, you can start to find this theme of just what it's like to be here in the present moment, practicing that skill that you can take with you, not just when you're practicing exercise, but into anything you do in life. So, good question. All right. With that all being said, I hope that people enjoy the rest of their week, and you can find me here again next Tuesday at 1 p.m. for Keep Calm and Breathe On online. All right. See you.